Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this BuildSpace webinar. Today, I'm going to show you how the BuildSpace to call the tender by using BuildSpace. Okay, so first of all, I introduce myself. Okay, and also some little bit about background about the BuildSpace. Actually, BuildSpace founded in 2011, and then I'm the founder, Chiu. Okay, so actually, I have more about 20 years experience in software industry. Okay, because I used to distribute the BuildSoft estimating software from Australia since year 2000. Okay, so I have experience in estimating software. Next is my co-founder, actually Ince Azlan. Actually, Ince Azlan actually is the before that actually I'm the QS background. Okay, Azlan actually is the IT background. So I met the founder. Actually, my partner is in JKR because JKR you want to implement the e-tendering, so both of us is the JKR vendor. So we have been called up the meeting by the JKR to further discuss on how the e-tendering, how our BQ can be imported into their because during that time the JKR have the e-tendering system developed by the CIDB, but I think not successful. So that's why we can see that there's an opportunity for us. So that's why we come out of this space. Actually, our vision is to want to provide a total solution for the construction industry. If you want to ask about what's the difference between BuildSpace and other project management and procurement system, actually we started with the BQ because every construction project or development project, actually the core, we can say the heart of the construction project is the BQ. So everything is extend from BQ. So we started with the BQ, okay, with the estimate, and then we further expand until now. Okay, so this is about our history. Okay, so these are our IT philosophy. Actually, we want to make sure, let's say every company, if we adopted our system, we want to increase the productivity and improve efficiency because we know most of the software, like based on my past experience, most of the company actually can say more than 50% when they purchase some software, actually they didn't use it, or some even like because of the learning curve, and then it decrease the productivity as well. Okay, so that's our vision to come out the system that cater for the local industry. Okay, so and also we want to let the executive staff to more focus on their core business objective because I know many QSs they are spending most of their times on using Excel and preparing report using Excel. So actually it's a very tedious work. Okay, and also the top management should be in control of their business activity. That means management want to see any report should be a click of button or just log into the system, can see everything. But now actually, unfortunately, I think most of the management, they require the report from their staff to prepare for them. Sometimes it may be arithmetic error or some error because due to manually prepare. Okay, so this is our IT philosophy. So today I'm talking about the e-tenderings. Okay, our system is something like procurement system. Like if you heard about other procurement system, I think most of the big company, they also subscribe to the an international well-known procurement system. It's not cheap. It's millions. Okay, but actually the millions, when they spend the millions, of course they will feel that it's worth for them to spend. Actually, the procurement system actually is a good thing is you can do the spend analysis. Like our e-tendering, actually you can do the tender analysis for every single rates that submitted from your tenderer. This is a very important data because nowadays we all talk about the data. So I think most of the developer now they engage a consultant to call the tender. So I think mostly the data is at the consultant side in Excel format or in other formats, which you cannot instantly to retrieve immediately. So that's why the BuildSpace is coming. Okay, we have the proper database to keep all this cost information. It can be produce a competitive bid for you because by using the e-tendering, you can ask the tenderer to resubmission their bids. Okay, as many times as possible if you want. Okay, because it's an e. They no need to write down into the hard copy and then resubmit again through the courier service or hands-on submission. So this one all through our platform. Okay, so you can easily recall any tender resubmission at any time. Okay, so this is about our e-tender. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to create a project. Let's say as a client, if you have this system, how you create a project And then let's say your project, you assign consultant to call out the tender for you, how you assign the consultant, and then how the consultant to log into the system to import their VQ or prepare the VQ, and also how to call out the tender. And also we have the tender opening process, okay, like technical opening and commercial opening. After that, you can move towards this one, the tender resubmission. As many times, we have unlimited times of the tender resubmission, okay. So now I go to the, okay, so I go to the system. Let's say I go to the Google Drive, Google Chrome. Let's say I go to the, this BuildSpace actually is a cloud-based system. Okay, so you can just log in to the system by using, let's say I log into my own server. Okay, so let's say I log in as a developer. Okay, so when the developer log in, okay, you can see all the to-do list. This is all the pending tasks pending for my approval. And then when I scroll down, I can see the number of projects. Let's say design stage, calling tender stage, and post contract or recommendation of tender, and so on. Okay, so if you want to go to the, let's say I have a new township. Okay, I want to call tender for the new township. So I can go to maintenance here. I can go to the subsidiary. Okay, so I can create many subsidiaries, because I think most of the developers also they create a lot of subsidiary for different development. So this one also same, we also cater for that. Let's say I put the Bandar Malaysia. Okay, so I can just save. Okay, I save this. If I already have, let's say I rekey. Okay. Okay, so you can see the Bandar Malaysia come out. So okay, let's say I go to the project. I click at the project menu, and then you can see the list of project here. Okay, you can see the list of project here, and then with the status, you can filter the status. Let's say you want to see all the calling tender, you can just put calling tender here. This is all the calling tender. Okay, so if you want to filter by township, also can. You can go to here. Okay, you can filter by township. Let's say I want to build space eco development, Sdn Bhd, the phase 1. I just click here. The system will automatically filter. These are under the BuildSpace Eco Development Sdn Bhd phase 1. So you can see these two main packages I call out, and then you can see the sub packages. Let's say the main building works. You can create the sub packages also. You can see here got 5 sub packages. You just click inside, so you can create the sub packages here. Okay. Let's say I've got the new tender. Okay, for Bandar Malaysia, I can just go to button here, add. Okay. Oh no, this one is a sub package. Sorry, so I go back to home, go to projects. Okay, so I go to the add new project here. Okay, so I can select the contract types if I want, and then what category? Let's say buildings, subsidiary. I can select the Bandar Malaysia. Okay, so I just put, let's say, main building works. I want to call out. Okay, I can put the address here, and then I can put, let's say, mixed development. Okay, so I just click. We have the default template of the LA and also the form tender lah. Okay, so you can just click save. Okay, so when you save, you can assign the consultant. Let's say this project, okay, you assign a consultant to call the tender for you. So you can engage, you can select who are the architect or who are the M&E consultant. You can select, and then for them to access to this platform to share other document. But today I'm not going to show you the document part. I just show the how to call tender. Okay, so let's say you engage a QS consultant, you can just select QS consultant. Okay, after that you scroll down, save. Okay, so after you save, for client, of course, you have your own contractor you want to call. Okay, so you can go to the tendering here. You can see the menu here, or you can go to action here. You can go to here, project progress checklist. Okay, so these are all the checklists that you need to complete before you can call for tender. And then you can see this checklist also. Let's say, for example, this prepare BQ, you can engage either you can go in to see, or your QS consultant can go in to prepare also. Okay, and then the tender document, your QS consultant can prepare. For tender also, your QS consultant can prepare. Okay, so the recommendation of tender, okay, you need to prepare. Actually, business unit is you. Okay, is this a system owner lah, that means the developer. So I just click at view. Okay, so you need to prepare this form. Okay, like you want to propose, when are you going to propose the date of calling tender? Let's say I put today. I put time, let's say, put earlier lah. Okay. And then proposed closing, let's say today, 3 o'clock. And then completion period, you can just put how long is it, and then you can select months or weeks if you want. And also you can select the procurement method, okay, either 2-bit or single bit. Okay, and then budget, you can put your budget here. Okay, and then date of target date of site possession. Okay, you can put, okay, let's say you want to select December 29. Okay, and then you want to allow contractor to propose a completion period or not. Okay, and then you want to have a technical evaluation or not. If you want to have technical evaluation, you can select a contract limit. Okay, this one the user can predefine all this technical evaluation. I think you have your technical criteria, all this. Our system also can cater. Okay, you can predefine and then based on the contract limit. Okay, after that, you can click save. Okay, so once save, you can select your pool of contractor from here. Assign contractor, you just click. Okay, so this is all your contractor list. Okay, vendor list lah. So you can just filter, let's say BuildSpace contractor 1. Okay, let's say 2, 3, and 4. So I can go to save. Okay, so after you save, you can see this one, and then you can see the status here pending. Okay, actually, when you select the contractor, normally you will call. Let's say you want to call this person, this contractor, see whether they are interested to participate or not. So we have another method is you can send out the email. We have this one, expression of interest. Okay, you can just click and then you can put any message here. You can type any message here. Okay, so you can just preview, and then you can see how your the contractor will receive the email. They will receive like project, what is a project, and then the date of calling tender, and then date of closing tender. Okay, and then this is your message here. If you want to send out, you can just select recipient. You want to send to all the tenderer, you just click send. Okay, and then it will automatically send to those tenderer. Okay, so my other team members will go in to reply lah. So, but here I will show you one of the contractor how they reply. Let's say I minimize this one, Google. I go to the Firefox. Okay, okay. Let's say I go to Firefox. Let's say I log in as the contactors email. Okay, let's say just now the contactor BuildSpace contactor 1. Okay, next. So you can see I will receive the email notification here, expression of interest. So if I click this email open, so I can see the detail here, and then I can reply by clicking the link below. So I just click at this link. So it will direct me to this page. Please confirm your interest to tender. Okay, so let's say I want to tender. Okay, so I click yes. Okay, I can put any remarks here if I want, or I just click yes. Okay, so automatic reply to the developer already. Okay, so I close this one. Let's say I minimize this Firefox. I open the Google Chrome. Back. Okay, so if I refresh the page here, you can see it will the status automatic will change to yes or. Okay, just now I reply as a BuildSpace contractor 1. So I click view. I can see when this contractor reply. Okay, so the rest is a reply by my team member lah. Okay, so that's why you can see the yes here. So after completed, actually you can submit for manager for approval. We have unlimited this one the verifier. Okay, let's say you need to approve by this person first, and then go to next person. Next person after approve, go to next person. And then final one, let's say go to GM or CEO or anything. Okay, so we have hierarchy here. So that means this one approve, only will go to next. If this one reject, it will back to here, and then this person have to prepare again. Okay, so this is how to for this webinar. I just remove all. Let's say I just none. Okay, I just approve myself. Okay, let's say I go to submit. If I approve myself, also I have the log here. Other people they log in, they can see who approve it. Okay, let's say I approve it. Okay, so you can see from here, approved by who and then when. Okay, once approved, it will come out another list of tenderer. This list of tenderer actually, because for the big developer, actually normally like recommendation of tender is at the lowest, the BU side, and then list of tenderer is maybe higher management. Okay, for the higher management approval. So this form will reach to the higher management, and then higher management then they can put a remark here, comment. Okay, and also they can filter the tenderer. Let's say they don't want this tenderer, they can just remove it. delete. Okay, but they still can see the tenderer here. So they need to put the reason. Let's say they can put any reason here. Okay, let's say this qualified. Okay, they can click save. And then they can add the new tenderer also. Let's say they can ask the people to add a new tenderer also, because here we have a assigned contractor again. They can add a new, and then they need to put the reason why they need to add a new tenderer. Okay, so same also. Let's say I approve myself this form. This form also you have a multi-level. Okay, approval. You can send for multi-layer approval. And then I just click submit to approve this list of tenderer. Okay, so once approved, and then it will automatically notify your QS. Let's say you assign QS consultant to call for tender. Okay, so now let's say I log in as the QS. Let's say I log out. Okay, so I log in as a QS. Let's say QS1. Okay, so the QS will receive an email notification when you assign any project, when the developer assign any project to this QS. So this QS actually will receive an email, or they can go in, log in, and then they can go to here. Okay, notification. They can see all the notification here. Okay, your company have been assigned to join a project. Okay, either they click this button and then it will automatically go to this project already. You can see. Okay, or they can go back to home. When they log in, actually it's this page. Okay, and then if the QS want to see the project, they can go to here, projects. And then they can see all the project assigned to this QS. Okay, so you can see from here, main building works, this one. Okay, so I go to here, I open it. Okay, so the QS very easy. They just go to this step, progress checklist. Okay, they need to complete the others. Okay, only can call out for tender. So first of all, prepare BQ. Okay, so they can go to here, view. If they don't know, they can just click view, and then we straight away go to the BQ. Okay, so this is our core value of our BuildSpace, which other procurement system don't have, cannot cater for 1,000 or 100,000 of the items. Okay, for example, this main building works. I can create a bill here. I go to add bills. You can create unlimited bill here. Let's say bill number 1. Okay, let's say I just put number 1. Okay, preliminary. Okay, I can select bill types, prelim, because at the post contract, the prelim type is a claim is a different. So you can select from here. So I just save. Okay, so for the QS, let's say they used to use their own system or using Excel, they can just go to import from here, import bill. Let's say select, they can import from Excel. Okay, they can import from Excel. Okay, let's say I select this derive, sample, Excel, okay, prelim. Okay, so they can just tick, I want to import quantity with rates, and then import into existing bill. Okay, let's say I want to import more, import again from Excel. Okay, let's say paring works, burns. Let's say I tick all, rates, quantity, import as new bill. Okay, you can see the paring works, and then I can import again. Let's say I import 4 or 5 bills here. Let's say these are multi-types. Okay, so I can just tick all, rates, quantity, import. Okay, and then I can import another one. Let's say tower A. Okay, so I rate, quantity, import. And then let's say provisional. So I can go to import another bill called provisional bill. Okay, quantity, rates. Okay, import as new bills. Okay, so I imported already. You can see all the price. Actually, you can go in, double click. You can see. Okay, we can prepare multiple type also. If you print out the BQ, you can print out also. If you print out, so you can see the multiple type here. This is a PC rates. We also can print out a PC rate, but PC rate table. Okay, so the paging also automatic, and then the collection also automatic from here. Okay, so this is how our BQ. And then let's say for example, let's say you ask your consultant. Actually, we have the library also. You can ask consultant to produce your PTE or estimate rates inside the library. And then whenever consultant got any project, they just import from here. Let's say they just do the measurement, they import to here, and then they can use the import rates. Okay, they can go use the import rate to import their PTE. So import rates, if I click here, let's say I want to import to this bill frame. This 3 item, let's say, is a grade 30. So at the top actually is your library. Okay, the cost library, schedule rates. Okay, so I can just double click. let's say concrete. So this one, you can ask your consultant to develop this build rate for you first, also can. So let's say this grade 30, so I just import. Okay, and then I can go to other builds. Let's say frame. Okay, let's say this 3, also import. Okay, the advantages of you use our library, because let's say now you want to know you want to estimate, let's say how much the concrete works. Okay, the total quantity, you can use this one. Okay, we have the project analyzer, schedule of rates analysis. If you click this one, it will automatic. This is how I import the price for concrete. So if I double click at the this one, I use this library master. If I double click concrete, double click, you can see the total cost here and total quantity and total your rates here. If you double click, you can see that it come from which bill. This one is a bill number 3, and this one bill number 4 frame. Okay, so you can see the price here. Okay, so this one also good for your analysis, for the cost analysis. Okay, so once they prepare the BQ, okay, so consultant can go back. Okay, go back to the system here, and then they can just refresh here, and then they can see. Okay, oh, not yet. You can see still there because I forgot another step, which is once the consultant import the BQ, they need to publish to tender. Okay, so they click this button, publish, yes, yes. Okay, once the consultant publish to tender, it cannot amend the BQ already. Okay, if you want to amend, it's during addendum. Okay, we call the addendum. So let's say go back again to the system here, so they can see the BQ already published to tendering, and then now they want to upload the tender documents. Okay, how to upload? They just click view here. Okay, we have the tutorial, so they can click the tutorial, they can see tutorial, or they can click the view. So these are tender documents. User can predefine. We have the template also. This is a default template. Okay, so the QS need to upload like instruction to tender, condition of tendering, layout plan, all this attachment. Okay, let's say drawing, they can just put here, open. Okay, they can upload, add file. They can upload whatever file like PDF or AutoCAD also. Okay, if you want. Let's say I go to search for sample, let's say PDF. Okay, upload. Okay, so we have you can see when I'm uploading this file, and also upload by who, and then I can see the log also. Let's say in case got any contractor, you want to check whether contractor download anything or not, you can see the log. But here log is nothing because I haven't called up for tender lah. Okay, so this one also you can checking whether the contractor is download your drawing or not. Okay, so once you download the drawing, upload the tender documents. So let's say I go back to the project here, so you can see from here. Okay, uploaded already. So now I want to do is form of tender. So I can click view. How to prepare the form tender. So these are our default form tender. So you can go to clauses, you go to edit. Okay, these are all the standard clauses. Okay, you can amend if you want. Okay, you want to add a new one, you can just add a new one, the clauses. Okay, if you don't want, you can just remove it, or you can save it. Okay, or you can preview, you can print out also. Let's say you want to print out the sample. Okay, you can see the sample form tender here. Okay, so this is a sample form tender. Okay, so once you prepare, let's say I go back to the dashboard. Okay, so the QS can go to the checklist here, all completed. Okay, the last part is a calling tender. Okay, so the QS can go to this button, view. Okay, so they can set the closing date. Okay, they can still amend the closing date, they say. Okay, if they want, and then they can select the verifier also. Let's say the QS want to approve by their manager or whatever. Okay, so they can select also. Okay, if not, so they can also prepare the acknowledgement letter. This one is let's say when the contractor submitted. Okay, it will prompt up this acknowledgement letter. Okay, let's say for them to notify them to prepare the tender deposit 10,000. Okay, and then the tender bond. Okay, let's say RM 10,000 also, and then they can enable the acknowledgement letter. Okay, and then they save. Okay, or they can send, the QS can send the tender invitation also. If you want to send the tender invitation, it's something like the letter the normal you send out for the tender. Okay, you can use this platform also. Okay, and then after that, let's say, okay, now I want to call for tender. I just click this button, submit. Okay, I just submit. Okay, and then I click yes. Okay, so it will call the tender already. It will automatically notify all the tender. Okay, let's say for example, I log in as a one tenderer lah. I can close this one. Okay, I go back to this Firefox just now. So the tenderer actually will receive an email notification also. Okay, you can see from here. Yeah, e-tender message notification. If you click open this one, your company have been invited for the following tender exercise. Okay, so if the contractor want to access, they can just click the link here if they want. Okay, they click the link here, and then they just put in their login, okay, username and password, and then we straight away open this tender. Okay, let's say for contractor, they normally they log out. Let's say they log in regularly one. Normally, this is the landing page home. Okay, when the contractor first log in, you will see this one. So contractor, they can monitor how many calling tender they have, the project, and then how many post contract, that means awarded project they have, and then how many completed they have with this developer. And then the developer also have this information also for you. Okay, so if the tenderer want to see the project, they can go to here, project. Okay, they can see all the project here. Okay, and then this is a calling tender just now, so they can just open this project. Okay, and then they can first, let's say they want to download the tender documents. They can just go to here, tender documents. Okay, documents, tender documents. Okay, so they can open and download whatever tender documents here. Let's say this one drawing. Okay, they can download one by one, or they can go to action here, download folder. That means all the drawings together. Okay, they have two options lah. Okay, so these are for the tender document. If they want to submit the tender, very easy also. They just click at this submit tender button. Okay, and then you can see the three things they need to complete. Okay, only consider submitted. So they can open this, click. Okay, so first, technical evaluation. Okay, they have two things they need to submit here, form and attachment. Let's say I click at the form. They need to fill out this criteria. Okay, this is a technical evaluation that created by the developer. Okay, so this one is actually for easier for contractor to take. Let's say construction manager have how many experience. So this one, the tenderer, they can answer first. Okay, but subject for the QS to or client to verify. Okay, this one actually is for the QS work lah. So the QS don't need to prepare anything. So firstly prepare by the tenderer first. Okay, and then they can just go to verify only with their attachment, the supporting documents. Okay, so for example, this one I just simply tick lah. You got 43 Q&A here. Okay, so I just quickly click all this. Okay, let's say this one, this. This one, the client, they can predefine all the criteria here. Okay, because maybe different client, different criteria, and different work category also, or work limit also, different criteria. Okay, so this one also can predefine by the user. Okay, so completed, save. Okay, and then another one is attachment. They need to attach any supporting documents. Okay, so this one I just put these two as a mandatory lah. So I just browse. I can attach any file. Okay, for my computer. Let's say, for example, I just attach this file. Okay, and then this one. Let's say this. Okay, so I just upload attachment. Okay, so you can see completed. So now the last one is a tender rates. Okay, so how I want to access to the BQ? I can just click at this button, BQ editor. I click, and then the system will divert to the BQ system. Okay, so the tenderer, they can just go in. They can see all the BQ here. You can see all the bill here, but you can see the total here, some value here. Okay, this value because of the PC rate lah. If you double click, the contractor can double click, and then okay, the rate here. Okay, they can double click. They can see these are PC rates. Okay, PC rate, normally the supply rate is fixed by the developer or QS. So they can just double click here to fill out the rest of the rate. This one they cannot amend. Okay, but they can just fill out, let's say wastage 10%, this one 10%. Okay, 10. So they can just save. And then they can price other item as user. Okay, they can just key in the price here, and then automatic come out the total. But they cannot edit the description lah. Of course, unit, quantity, or cannot. Okay, but they can, let's say any other item that they want to put, they can put. Okay, let's say for any concrete, additional concrete grade 35. Okay, so they can put here meter cube, meter cube. Okay, they can put the quantity. Let's say for this intermediate unit is a 10 meter cube. Okay, this one 20 meter cube. Then this one 30 meter cube. They can create their own item. Okay, also. Okay, but these are subject to them lah. See whether they want to input any other item or not. Okay, let's say I continue to price. Let's say I go to frame. Okay, let's say I just simply price this item. Let's say 320 for this concrete works. Okay, and then I can go to other BQ. I say I close. When I reload, you can see the total lah, automatically updated. And then you can see another one is a provisional sum. Okay, because the provisional sum is fixed by the client also. Okay, so they cannot amend also anything, but they can fill up because you need some of the like profit and attendance. You want the main con to fill up some percentage here, so they can double click here, and then they can just key the percent. Let's say 1% they want to charge. This one also, let's say 1%. Okay, and then this one also 1%. This one 1%. Okay, this is for PC sum lah. Okay, so I close. I can reload. Let's say I go to price some item here. Let's say the tower A frame. Okay, let's say this one I put 350. Okay, 350, and then the rates here, let's say 3.5 or 3 ringgit here. Okay, I just price some item here. Okay, let's say 3, same. Okay, so the contractor just price here, and then they can after they price, they can just submit the tender lah. Okay, let's say after they price, or I go to submit another, let's say the prelim. Okay, I just double click here. I can just put and figure lah. Okay, one enough. Okay, so I can reload here, so I can see the total, and then the filing works. Double clicks. Okay, let's say site organization. This one also. Okay. Okay, so when I reload, so you can see the total. If they want to see, they want to print out also can. Project summary, print with price. They can print out for their own record lah. If they want, they can see all the price here. And also they can print out the BQ if they want to print out the BQ with price. Okay, let's say for tower A, print. It will print out all the BQ. Okay, in PDF. Okay, so the contractor they can keep the record here. Okay, they can keep themselves the PDF. Okay, so after that they can submit the tender. They can submit multiple times. Let's say today they price certain item, and then tomorrow they can continue to price, and then they can submit many times. Okay, let's say today I submit, and then tomorrow I submit again. If I override again lah. Okay, so it will keep on. That mean all is this is a cloud, so that means whoever the contractor the key in, it will auto save. Okay, so this is how to submit the tender. So when I go back, let's say the contractor go back to the e-project. Okay, so they can see the submit tender here, already submitted. Okay, when they open this, okay, they can print out the acknowledgement letter also if they want. Okay, because some client may be require them to keep to print out, because it will automatically get when the contractor submitted. Okay, this is from it will automatically print out from the system showing when this contractor submit the tender. Okay, so and also the tenderer can attach any document they want. Okay, they can scroll down and then they can attach any other document if they want lah. Let's say for example they want to put attach some drawing, some of the other documents, they can just select start upload. Okay, and then save attachment. They can attach any documents actually. Okay, then you can see from here attachment how many, and then you click here so you can see. Okay, so this is how to submit the tender. Okay, so once submitted, okay, this one the contractor they can submit before the tender closing date lah actually. Okay, let's say I log out as a contractor. Okay, so now I go back to the close this Firefox. Okay, I go back to the Google Chrome just now. The consultant submit. So the consultant they can extend the tender to close. Okay, or extend the tender to longer time. It's up. This is consultant's rights. Okay, so if you appoint the consultant to call the tender lah. So the consultant they can go to here. Let's say to change the time here. Let's say now 2:30. Okay, I want to change to 2:30 close. Okay, And then I can, so the consultant, they can select who approve lah, if they want, or they can approve by themselves. Yes. Okay. So once you can see the tender close, and then consultant, if they go to the any technical opening, okay, they go in to see, they can see how many submitted tender, but they cannot see the detail yet. Okay. And then they go to open tender here, the commercial part, they can see how many submitted, but they open it, it cannot see the rate also submitted by the all the tenderer. Okay, because we have the tender opening process. Okay, and also the contractor, they can the consultant, they can let's say they want to send out the tender interview invitation, also can. I forgot to show you just now. Actually, at this calling tender form, at the bottom we have the tender interview. They can just click here, and then they can just select, let's say, meeting when, and then the date when you want to have a tender interview, and then what's the time, let's say 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock is for your internal meeting first, and then you want to arrange for individual. Let's say this BuildSpace contractor 3, you want them to come in 3:30. This one maybe 4 o'clock. Okay, and then this one maybe 4:30. Okay, and then you can save and send also. So it will automatically send to all the tenderer lah. Okay, so this one is our tender interview. Okay, we have other communication platform also. You can communicate with the tenderer. Okay, during the tendering stage. Okay, and then now I log in as a, let's say I log out. Okay, now I cannot see the tender, even though I'm the QS, even though the tender closed, because we have the open tender process. Okay, now I log in as a client, let's say developer lah. Okay, so I can go to that project. Okay, let's say I go back to projects, and then I can open just now. I created the project here, main building works. You can see the cross tender already. If I open this, okay, and then I can go to tendering. As a client also, I cannot see. If I go to technical opening, also the same. If I open, I cannot see also. I cannot see anything also. Okay, because I have to assign the who are the tender opening committee. Okay, so you need to go to assign. Okay, let's say assign myself, and another one. You can assign consultant also if you want. Okay, you can take unlimited person actually. Okay, let's say I assign 2 person here lah. Okay, so I just submit. Okay, I assign myself, so I will receive an email notification, or I can go to project dashboard here. When I log in, I will always come out this. Okay, to-do list. This is pending for my approval. Technical opening. Okay, I view. So if I click confirm, I mean I agree lah. But I still cannot see. If I go to the tendering here, technical opening, you can see when I open this technical, I still cannot see the detail yet. Okay, because it's pending for other people. You can see verifying. Pending for other people, this person to approve. Okay, need to if this person reject, that means I totally cannot see lah. So I have to reassign again. Okay, reassign the person again to approve. Okay, so let's say I log out. Okay, and then I log in as that person, Sky One. Okay, and then I will see the to-do list here, tendering. Okay, then technical opening pending for my approval. I just click this button. Okay, so I just click confirm. Okay, so so now it's open already. You can see from here that if you go to tendering, technical opening, you can see view log. That means it's open already. With view log, that means you can see all the who approved and then when is it. Okay, and then we'll go back to technical evaluation. So you can straight away open. So you can see all the score from these 3 contractors. Okay, and then you can print out the report also. Okay, you can view in report format. So you can see technical capability. Okay, for BuildSpace contractor 1, how much the score? Let's say if you double click, you click furthermore, let's say technical. Technical I separate in project organization chart, work program, project of similar nature, and so on. Let's say project organization chart, I just click. Okay, you can see the detail again. This is more detail. Okay, you can see how many experience of the QA QC officer. Okay, from which company. Okay, so these are all the technical report lah. Okay, so the consultant can prepare the technical report lah for the clients. Okay, they can export this one to Excel also. Okay, And then I go to open the commercial. Okay, if I want to open the commercial, I go to here, open tender. Okay, so same also, I need to assign. Okay, for this time I just assign myself lah, so easier, no need to show login log out. Okay, so I just go to submit. Okay, and then if I go to project dashboard, I will see the notification here. Okay, to do this, so I just click view. Let's say I confirm. Okay, so the tender is open. So when you go to tendering, open tender. Okay, so you can see when you open it, so you can see the price this time. Okay, you can see all the submitted price, and then you can print out straight away. Okay, you can print out straight away our tender opening form. Okay, you can see the 3 contractors. Okay, from lowest to highest. Okay, so you can straight away print out, and then if you want to see more detail, every single item rates submitted from these 3 contractors, very straightforward. You just click at this button, BuildSpace Pro. Okay, and then you will go to the BQ, so you can see all the details. Okay, the rates comparison. Okay, so from here you can see this is your PTE lah, the consultant PTE, and then if you go to view tenderer, you can see all the submitted tenderer rates here. Okay, submitted tenderer rates here, and then you can go in detail. Let's say for example, tower A. Okay, for example, now you want to do the checking, whether all the submitted rates from the tenderer is similar or not. Let's say for concrete item, you can go to here, project analyzer, schedule of rates analysis. If you click this one, okay, you double click. Just now I do the pricing here. Let's say grade 30. You want to see all the grade 30 price by the contractor. Is it the same price? Okay, you can just double click, so you can see all the contractor price here. Okay, this one different price. Okay, different bill, different price. This one is for type ABC. Then tower A, the price is different. They put. Okay, you can see the different price here. Okay, and also you can see let's say I close this one. If I go back to view tenderer here, you can see the tower A here, frame. You can double click furthermore. You can see all the submitted price. Okay, from different tenderer. Okay, you can see the difference here. Wow, it's very significant. Okay, it's about, I think the difference is about 10 to 20%. Okay, 20 to 30% also. Okay, you can see the difference here, and then you can straight away print out the report. Actually, this is the data that you can negotiate with your tenderer actually during the tender interview. Okay, you can see whether they are pricing, they are seriously pricing every item or not seriously. Okay, sometimes the e-bidding, the people just want to getting the job. Okay, when come back to the detail BQ, they only not realize that it's not impossible. They can complete the job with that awarded contract. So that's a problem on the e-bidding also. So these are our different. Okay, e-tender is more on every detail, every single item rates. Okay, but we can do the e-bidding, but we have another method of do the e-bidding lah. In the future, we will enhance our system. Okay, so this is how you can compare, and then you can compare to your historical rate also. For example, I want to compare to all my awarded contract before. So I can just double click at here. Okay, and then the system will automatically populate, search all the awarded contract here. But our search is based on the description lah. Okay, because our BQ don't have any coding, we just based on the description. Just now based on description column, so we'll come out all the columns. Okay, so this one also good. Also, you can search whatever description that you want, and then it will automatically populate all the projects, and also the items with the rates and the time also. You can see when is it the time. Okay, you awarded. Okay, so this is all the database. Okay, with this data, you only can nego with your contractors, and then to get a competitive price instead of not practical price lah actually. Okay, so this database. Okay, is important of the data lah, the tendering data. Okay, so after that, first time tender submission is not enough one. Of course, you need a few times for them to revise. After the tender interview, okay, they will revise again. So you can easily activate the tender resubmission. Okay, how to activate? Okay, I close this one. Okay, so I go back to here. Okay, now is a tender opening. You know already the price, and then you can action here. You can go to action here, tender resubmission. You can activate the tender resubmission here. Okay, so you can just submit. Okay, so yeah, already activate the tender resubmission. So I go back to the list of tenderer here. Okay, I go to list of tenderer here. I can so you can see this is original tender. This is tender resubmission one. If I go to tender resubmission one, same also. If I'm the clients, okay, I can shortlist which contractor. Okay, let's say I don't want this to participate. I also can select no. Okay, but let's say no lah. I just allow all to submit again. Okay, so I just click. But I need to change the date to the date. Actually, the QS can define lah. Okay. Okay. So after that, I click for this time. Okay. So I just click submit. Yes. Okay. So submitted already. So now the QS, let's say, have any addendum want to change. Okay. They can just let's say I log out. I log in as a QS. Huh? Okay. Let's say I log in as a QS. Okay. So the QS, of course, when they go to notification here, they can see the notification, a list of tender have been approved. They can click here and they can see from here. Okay, so the QS, let's say, have any changes on the BQ, they can just go to here, the BuildSpace Pro, and then we'll go to the BQ, our BQ system. Okay, but they cannot amend straight away here. Okay, for example, they cannot just simply go to amend here. Okay, but they have to go to the project addendum to add addendum. Okay, they just go to add addendum. So now they can add. So I go back to the project breakdown. Let's say for tower A, frame, let's say for this item, the quantity change, but they cannot change straight away here. They have to copy this item, then paste. You can see the color here. The color is a addendum. So I go to here, remove it. Let's say I don't want the old item here. Okay, but you still can see the item. It was straight through. Okay, and then you can just rekey in the new quantity here, 50. Or you can key in the new items if you want. Add a new row. You can just key in new item here. Okay, you can key in any units here, quantities. Okay, and then your PTE. Okay, so you can easily amend the BQ, and then all will trace. Okay, we have the function to trace all the addendum. Okay, so once you complete your addendum, okay, so the QS just go to project addendum. They can just click on this button, log. Okay, domain completed for the addendum one already completed. Okay, so log. So they mean log. After log, they cannot change already unless they issue another addendum 2. Okay, so this is how the QS, okay, to issue the addendum. Once they issue the addendum, okay, what they need to do is they just submit this form. Okay, they just need to submit this calling tender form. Let's say the closing tender 3:30. Okay, so they just click submit. Yes. And then it will notify the contractor again. Okay. So let's say I minimize this one. Okay. I go to the Firefox. This is a contractor. Of course, contractor will always receive the email notification. Like just now the tender interview. Just now I show you the tender interview. When you send out, the contractor will receive this. Okay, this is a contractor one. So when is a contractor one need to attend the meeting? Okay, you also write down here. Okay, let's say I go back to here, e-tender notification here because I just sent another tender resubmission. Okay, so they can see from here, tender resubmission one. Okay, so same also, contractor, they can click this link to go into the system. Okay, let's say BuildSpace, contractor one. So the contractor, they can resubmit the item. Okay, they need to submit the tender rates. How to submit? They just click on this button, BQ editor. Okay, so they can just submit the rates. They can continue. They can see which item, which bill got addendum. This one you can see from here, number one. This one is got this one addendum one. So they can just double click, and then which elements, this element, double click, and then which item they can see in color also. Okay, and then it will not affect the item priced by the contractor. Okay, contractor still can continue pricing. Okay, they can price the new item also. And then they want to revise. Let's say they need to revise some of the pricing. They also can revise. Okay. Let's say 2. They revise to 2 ringgit. Okay. So the contractor, they can just easily revise here. It's not like traditional method. If it's traditional method, you ask the contractor to rekey in, rewrite everything in the hard copy, and then it's a wasting paper. Also, they have to print out the hard copy also. Okay. So this one they just update whatever price. They can go to any other items. Okay. They can just let's say upper floor. They can just but this one just now I forgot to put in the price. Okay. They can continue to revise other items price if they want. Okay. And then they can submit again the tender, or they can print out if they want to print out. Okay, or they can just click submit. Okay, so the tender is submitted. Okay, so this is how the tender resubmission easily handle. You can submit tender, ask a contractor to submit the resubmission many times until you get the competitive bid. Okay, so let's say I minimize this one. I go back to the Google group. Okay, so now I'm the QS. I can extend to close. Let's say I go to here, 230 close. Okay, extend. Okay. So you can see the cross already. Same also, if they go to open tender, okay. If I'm the QS, I go in, I cannot see the price, okay. Because the tender, we haven't go through the tender opening process, okay. So now I log out, okay. I log in as a developer again, okay. For you guys, let's say if you have any question, actually you can write down. Later I can answer your question, okay. Let's say I log in as the developer. Okay, I log in as a developer. Okay, so I can go to the project, same also, and then I can go to this project, cross tender already. I can open this project, and then tendering. Okay, I go to open tender here. Same also as developer, also you cannot open the tender straight away. Okay, you have to assign who to open. Okay, so I go back to here, open tender. I have to assign. You have to assign the tender tender opening committee lah. Okay, so in this case, I just select one lah, so easier. Sky BuildSpace. Okay, submit. Okay, same also. If I go to the project dashboard, okay, I can see my to-do list here. Okay, pending for my approval, open tender. So I just click view and then just confirm. Okay, so when I confirm it, okay, so I can just go to the tendering, open tender. Okay, and then I can go to tender resubmission one. You can see number of submitted also. Okay, you can see the price here. Same also, you can print out the tender opening form if you want. Okay, it will straight away come out the tender opening form, this one. Okay, you can see from minimum to maximum. Okay, highest to lowest. Okay, lowest to highest. And then if you want to see the detail, same also. If you go to here, BuildSpace Pro, if I go to our BQ system, okay, you can see the view tender here. Okay, so you can see this is updated submitted rates. Okay, if you want to check, let's say contractor 1, okay, where they change the price, whether they change any price or not. Okay, so you can trace easily. You can go to tenderer setting. Okay, you can see let's say I want to see the tenderer one. Okay, contractor 1. I can go to log here. I want to see what are the changes. So I can see easily from here. You can see from here. The red color, that means there's a changes. If I double click, you can see the changes here. Previously it's $3, but now they changed to $2, 2 ringgit. So this one is addendum lah. Okay, addendum. So that's why I come out this one. You can see the difference in red color. Okay, so you can easily trace whether the contractor changed any price or not, and revise any price or not. Okay, so these are advantages of data. Okay, e-tendering. So you have more data to get a more competitive bid actually. Okay, and more realistic bid from the tenderer. Okay, so these are advantages of the e-tendering. Okay, so I think this is about my this hands-on simulation. Okay, so I continue to my slide here. Okay, of course our e-tender process actually is proven. It saves a lot of time. Okay, you can see from our this one actually is our study lah. Okay, our case study from our existing client. Actually for the tendering stage, actually you can save easily 80% to 90% the duration. Okay, yeah, because just now you can I can show you already. You can call tender within the 1 hour. You can ask the tenderer to resubmit the tender also anytime. Okay, after the opening. So these are anticipate time saving. Okay, for the developers. Okay, and also okay, what's a cost saving? Actually, time is a cost lah, definitely. Okay, if you shorten the period, that means it will bring more value. Okay, to your organization. Okay, so yeah, I think this is anticipate. Okay, so okay, we talk about the digital transformation in the COVID-19 era. Okay, in this era, actually, we have to admit that we have to live with this coronavirus quite in a certain period also. Okay, so digital transformation is a need for every organization now, actually. Okay, so what is a digital transformation? First, you need to adopt the cloud computing, because with cloud computing, you only can access from anywhere. Okay, anywhere easily. And also you need to provide a platform like B2B platform. Okay, B2B integration with your vendors. Let's say for the developer, you need to have this platform like BuildSpace actually is a platform from pre-tender, tendering until post-contract, or you can communicate with your vendor within the same platform. Okay, end to end. Okay, end to end business work process. Of course, the last one is this one is automate. You have to automate your work processes also lah. That's why it's a transformation come in. Okay, to automate some of the processes. Okay, and then for the construction, okay, by implement all this, actually you need to implement the e-tender, of course. E-tender now I think is a must. Okay, and then e-claim submission. We also have the e-claim submission to allow all the awarded contractors submit their claim through the platform also. And then now we also have the e-project management. Okay, but we are coming soon. We are further improve on our e-project management module lah. Okay, to allow all the people can work from home anytime. Okay, so this is a digital transformation. Okay, so this is our successful testimonial. Actually, Gamula Land already using about 2 years, more than 2 years. Okay, so yeah, so especially during this MCO, I can see they are quite can say it's like normal. They can call whatever tender as normal also. Okay, this is the feedback that they give to us. Okay, so we are appreciate on that, and then we are coming soon. We are collaborate to come up more enhancement module into our system also. Okay, and then we also do some R&D initiative with our existing client to further improve on our BIM integration. Okay, and also the project management module, site management module, and also we are going to improve our vendors pre-qualification module also. So we always tie up with our user to come out the best practice lah. Actually, the best practice or the common practice for the industry. Okay, solution. Okay, so the next course of action is actually you guys have to ask yourself whether you are ready to change. Now actually everyone have to change. It depends on whether you are ready to change or not. Okay, if you are ready to change, okay, our team can prepare a tailor-made proposal for you guys. Okay, what is a tailor-made proposal? Okay, actually, because our system is by number of vendors, so we will analyze, okay, how many your organization needs, okay, how many vendors you have, and then study your organization current work process, whether you engage a consultant to do the BQ for you, and then we'll come up, we will analyze, we'll come up with the standard work process to suit your company, and then we'll prepare the implementation proposal also, okay, for you to submit for your management approval, okay, if you need. So this our what we can do lah. Okay, so once you submitted, let's say your management is okay, so welcome on board. It's as simple as 3 steps. Okay. Okay, so you do your best. Let us to do the rest lah. Okay, this is what I want to share. So before ending this section, I need to hopefully I can do some survey. Okay, the post here. I have a post here. Hopefully you all can answer my question here. Okay, first is you understand what I'm talking about lah? Of course. Okay, of course I need to ask you all is cannot. Okay, this one. I think I got, normally I go to see got any question. Okay. Let's say oh yeah, got some people asking question, where is the vendor and contractor info, pull and pull out from? Okay. Actually we have the, okay, we have the contractor registration. I can show you on the screen here. Let's see. Our registration screen is here. Okay. Let's say I log in as the, okay, before that, you can see our login page also. We have the sign up button here. You can just click this sign up button. This is the registration page. Okay, you can select the user type. Your vendor can select the user type, whether they are contractor or consultant. But this one subject for the client approval also. Okay, let's say I log in, I can see the pool of registered vendors. But I need to sign in as a super admin user. Okay. Okay, I need to log in as a super admin and then go to maintenance company. So I can see the list of registered company here. Okay. And also I can see all the pending, I think here, yeah, verified company. All the submitted, they say they submitted, they registered company through the your website. Okay, subject for your approval also. You can see from here. These are all the pending, not yet approved one. So the people, you need to assign the people to go through all these registered company, whether they are the real company or not lah. So you can just reject or approve from here. Okay. So the next question, the info I have to seek. Can the client override and reopen for QS to amend after publish? Okay, I think this is what you mean is can be the override and reopen for QS to amend after publish to tender. I think what you mean is after the BQ is published to tendering, is it we can revert back lah for to allow the QS to amend? Actually, no. That's why the QS have to be careful. Whenever you want to call out the tender, you only publish to tender. Okay. Unless you want to issue the addendum already that time. Okay. Can the tenderer submit after the tender closing date and time? No. Actually, let's say for example, now just now the tender already closed. Let's say I log in as a contractor. I cannot see the tender already actually. Okay, let's say I go to this project. Okay, you can see no more already. Just on the building works, no more already. Okay, so the user once the tender closed, the tenderer cannot access to that project already. Okay, so is the BQ quantity rounded to the whole figure or decimal point? Is there any? Yeah, we have the rounding function inside our BQ. You can see from here. Let's say for example, I close this one. I open the, okay, I'm using the Google Chrome. Let's say I go to the BQ function, I log out first. I log in as a user. Okay, let's say I log in as a Sky. Okay, so I open, let's say I go to the BQ lah, any project. I can show you the one of the project here. Let's say this. Okay, let's say this is sample BQ here. Okay. Actually, we have the rounding here. You mean the round quantity? Okay, so the round quantity. Actually, you can go to our. Actually, we have the BR quantity also. You double click. Okay. You can do the measurement. Your KS can do the measurement here. Let's say for example 2.34. Okay. So you can see this one got 2 decimal, and then we have the option here, rounding option. You want to eject 2 decimal or round to round up, you can choose round up. Okay, let's say when you go back here, so you can see round up. Okay, so this is our rounding function inside our system. Okay, can we log such that the contractor cannot revise any other price other than the specific addendum item? Oh, no, during the tender resubmission, we allow contractor to change any price. We cannot log, let's say you just can update the addendum price. No, for our time, our current practice is we allow them to change all the price before the tender closing. Okay, and also the vendor, can we put a time limit to the approval? Approved vendor say validity, can we time limit? Approve and oh, okay. I think this one you talk about can we put time limits to the approved vendor, say validity for 6 months. I'm not quite sure what this question. I think it's more related to the pre-qualification. Is it? Actually, we are planning to enhance our pre-queue system for the pre-queue module for the vendors. Okay. So yeah, if your company on board, and then we can further study your company work process, okay, the requirements, and then we can enhance, we can include into our enhancement. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Got any other question? Okay, so I think if no, I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you for your attendance. Okay, I think I cannot turn on my poll. Okay, I think that's all. I cannot, since I cannot show my poll here. Okay, okay. I think got someone want to. Yeah, I can allow this. Okay, so still got any other question? If no question, I think that's all about my presentation. It's working on my post. Okay, so whoever here actually, I can. Uh, Okay, I think since I have my problem on the post here, how I control the post. Okay, so whoever interested to receive our team to contact you to further study your company requirement and then come out the proper proposal for your company. Okay, you can put your post here.